before I end it, I have few questions which are to be answered. I have not taken today few things. First thing I have not taken is I've not gone through the layers development and how the whole development takes place. There are few questions which are being asked. Let me take it one by one. What are the questions? Yeah, we'll go one by one. Okay, fallopian tube blockages, right? So, as you all know, fallopian tube is a canal which is responsible for transportation of the sperm and the ovum for the fertilization. It is the most important secret mission. So in fallopian tube blockages, most of the diseases, most common disease is tuberculosis, so that is one of the cause for low immunity. Blockages, if you say that I don't want to reveal information outside of the world, or I'm not accepting something because a blockage, one does a blockage happen because I don't want to reveal it outside. I don't want somewhere. Definitely, the relationship issues are not so over the subtle level or over the surface level. In fallopian blockages, I have observed that the issues what mother has with the partner or with the family are very grounded. They are very deep rooted causes. They are also sometimes not aware of those causes which are hurting them, which are matlab, they are not so consciously aware. They either they become habitual to it, they have accepted, or they have given up ki this situation will never improve. But that is not to the superficial level, but it is to the very deep level, and there is somewhere non acceptance, but they cannot speak to the outer world. Yes, the another question. Uh, yeah, blockage at mind level. Also, PCOD and menses irregularities either increase flow duration and decrease flow duration. Yes, PCOD, as I have already said, if you are talking about PCOD will always have reason uh, deep into the childhood. They have reasons very deep into the early pregnancies. And why if in PCOD you have to search for the uh, symptomatology which comes up. If it is lot of hirsutism coming up, then definitely identity errors have to be there because the child is behaving like a male child. Bilateral tubal blockages, as I have told, key fallopian tubes or tubal blockages will have, most of they are because of infections, they are because of fibrosis, and they are because of some deep causes which are not revealed to the world so easily. Cause of anovulatory cycle or very less ovum formation or scanty menses in regular cycle leading to failed IUI. See, if it is an anovulatory cycle, that means ovums are not produced. So definitely that has to go to the pregnancy history, because I have given birth to a child with an ovum, but functionally they are not functioning. Anovulatory means the ovums are failing to get matured. They are there, but they are not failing. Therefore, we have anovulatory cycles. Anovulatory cycle doesn't mean that there are zero ovum, but it is just because they fail to rupture. So definitely there is deep root insecurity, there is fear that I cannot reveal. This is more of psychosis. Lot of psychosis is there, because of which the ovum they fail to fail to rupture. The LH and FSH surge is insufficient, the AMH hormone is inefficient, and therefore the person lands up into an ovulatory phase. Yes, we have sex determination and all can be done. We have already answered. Yeah, animal like babies, they are all mutational disorders. When you go into mutation, any mutation at the structural level, so that is first 3 months of pregnancy only when these disorders can come up. Yes, seventh month of pregnancy or eighth month when we do baby shower, that is welcoming of the soul, because at that time the child attains, is ready to welcome the new soul which is entering into our home. Yes, 7 month. There, seventh month survived. Eighth month, yes, because in seventh month, what happened? I have read in an anatomy book that why 8 months. We used to say in our ancient times also, people say that it is 8 months, so you need extra precautions to be taken. सेवेंथ मंथ सतमासा रहेगा तो भी सर्वाइवल है, बट अठमासे बेबी के सर्वाइवल्स के बहुत कम चांसेस होते हैं. Why it has been said so? Because in seventh month, lungs are definitely not developed, but the pool is with I'll tell you the reason is surfactant only, because in 8 month the layer of surfactant is covering the whole alveoli, but the primary alveoli are not developed, and therefore if they are delivered in the 8 month, the survival is very poor, because the lungs are filled, are even if you stimulate, they fail to stimulate because they are in that phase of development. They are immature, they to develop, the lungs fail to expand, the alveoli fail to expand and response because of the developing surfactant level. Cause of oligohydramnios. So again, oligohydramnios, I will say that is nourishment. When you talk about amniotic fluid is nothing but the fluid which gives nourishment to the child. So if mother has any problem with nourishment, will lead to lack of pockets of amniotic fluid, and therefore we have to give amniotic drip. Lot of proteins is given to mother for good development of amniotic fluid. Here one more thing, that amniotic fluid is basic protein which is required. So if mother doesn't have if mother is facing protein issues, the mother does not want to survive, mother doesn't want to give nourishment to the child, again there will be oligohydramnios. Autism and ADHD, again I will say the cause for autism and ADHD is 8th and ninth month, because here the neocortex is developing, the brain has got arrested itself in the phase of limbic brain. The cortex which is required, like socialization, logical reasoning, that has not developed. The fright has to be there, fright and fear, and therefore the growth has arrested to the animal behavior. Low birth weight, again, because low birth weight means the child has got poor growth by the mother. What is the conflict of dystopia? Where a normally functioning kidney is joined with other kidney called as moiety. Please throw some light. Uh, Again, dystopia or any functioning kidney, normally functioning, though it is normally functioning, but structurally you see horseshoe kidney or the kidney which is joined called as moiety. I will tell you again, because structurally the kidney, when it was developing during the kidney phase, again when it develops from the celiac cavity, the kidney crosses over and then it is placed to the abdominal cavity. So the whole process of twisting and turning and coming to the right position takes place over a period of time, and if any process is interrupted, the kidney is either in the ectopic phase, or kidney is horseshoe, it is joined because it is still in the pelvic area. So all these congenital anomalies, you have to search for the cause when the kidney is developing, that is again, and the later phase. Anatomically, if kidney buds, if kidney has anatomical defect, it is different, but if kidney is mal rotated, if kidney is failing to come to the position, again like what I said about testis, said testis has developed far back, but when testis is supposed to come down is 8th and ninth month. Similarly, kidney has developed before, but kidney is supposed to come into a right position is at different time. So Dr. Pratibha, I think you have got. I'll search for the rubrics and definitely know, let you know. Again, dystopia or dystonia or ectopic weakness, right? Then post-axial polydactyl cause. I'll have to search for it because again, this is polydactyl. If you say that means multiple fingers, so the cause has to be psychotic where they want more. Yes, oligohydramnias again, lack of nourishment, lack of love. I think, yeah. So anyone, any other doubts? I think I have come to all the doubts. I have not missed any. Anyone wants to discuss any of the points we can have because we have 5 minutes left. Anyone wants to share anything? Okay, fine. Huh. Eclipse, na? Yeah. So what you want to ask? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I will tell you, Dr. Ravina, one most important thing. I don't know about technically using a knife, how did it play the role? But as we all know that during the eclipse time, especially a complete solar eclipse, when at that time lot of ultraviolet rays which are being released by the sun, and it is even scientifically proven that at that time lot of energy exchanges takes place, lot of problems do come up, and therefore yes, scientifically they might not be able to prove at that time, but today we are able to prove कि because of the ultraviolet radiations lot of mutations do happen, like in the course of time if you read 5G networks, and if you go and read the literature of 5G network, you will see that 5G network is able to penetrate deep inside and cause lot of mutations and lot of disorders, like Hiroshima and Nagasaki, when atomic bombs had taken place, lot many generations had congenital disorders. So therefore during eclipse time, those people who are sensitive to these ultraviolet radiations, like everyone doesn't have moon phase aggravations, but those who are sensitive to these, they have mutational disorders, and therefore those mothers who are being exposed to the eclipse during the ultraviolet rays or whatever the energy exchanges happening during the eclipse, they get mutations because the energy rays are far penetrating and they can cause mutation at that level. And therefore our ancestors used to say कि it is not safe to eat and drink at that time because the energies, the atmosphere around us is not safe enough. And sometimes it is the fear also which causes, because sometimes they are so much scared that they I have seen few cases that they were not exposed to the eclipse, but they were not aware of the eclipse also, and someone told, oh my god, you will suffer now because you were being exposed to the eclipse, and that fear and fright also has affected the mother. So it is not always the eclipse or the reason, but the reaction of the mother to that situation is also very important. I don't know about the knife, how technically I can or clinically I can associate with it, but definitely an eclipse causes lot of energy changes in the environment of the universe, causing mutations, and these radiations are really harmful. Those who are sensitive to it, and the reaction of the mother is also very important, because sometimes it does happen that the eclipse has affected some, has hit like Russia, but it was not effective in India, but still eclipse was there, but people said ki, oh my god, in eclipse time you have moved. So that fear, that fright of that disorder can also affect. I hope you are clear, Ravina. Yeah. Voice is not clear, Dr. Meeta. Dr. Meeta, your voice is not clear. No, it is not Sora always. Psychosis less. It is psychosis less. Fat is not getting accumulated. Sora is, yeah, it has to be nutrition. Insecurity. Insecure. Yes, what stress? What stress? I'm telling you that is insecurity. Lack of nourishment, lack of love. That is, yes, fat is protection, insecurity, right? So the stress has to be in mother is insecurity, lack of love, fear of, yes, fear of poverty, not having nourishment in a proper way will give low birth weight. Huh. Yes, definitely we can think of cosmic affection, but it is not always a cosmic affection. The reaction of the mother to that conflict. See, the again, I'll tell you, there is a cause external, but there is a soil. So always in pregnancy history, the soil is given importance. So what reaction the mother had for that incidence will carry more importance. If the mother had lot of panic, lot of anxiety, lot of fear, what will happen to my child, that has to be given importance along with the cosmic affections. Alone you cannot take a cosmic affection. Yes, yes, you have to combine both. See, it is the environment and the soil, both will play an important role na, to cause that mutation. If I'm very strong enough and I have a belief that I won't be affected by it, so that eclipse will have no effect on me, unless and until that is I am sensitive, because see, in moon phases also you see now there is a high eclipse and a low eclipse, sorry, high tide and a low tide, but every time high tide affects 100% people, it is not possible. So that sensitivity is important. This we can see in twin babies also, that though the twin baby are in the same environment, in the same womb, but one baby is born with mental retardation and the other child is very good. So how do you explain the only factor is environment? No, that is sensitivity of the child also, which is important. Recently, I had a case of a twin child where one child is mentally retarded, but the other child is absolutely normal. Yes, that seed is also important, right, over here, because the both the child are in the same environment, right? Mother is giving same emotions to both the children. They are in the same womb. But why one child is a mentally retarded with congenital anomalies and the other is safe enough? There is drastic change in the nature of the twins also. Yes, 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 yes. There is a recently there was a post on internet. I don't know how much true it is, but a mother has delivered twin children. They are both from two fathers. I don't know how that has happened, but it was being displayed on internet. I'll go through that case and I'll definitely know. But yes, the seed also carries value. Therefore, I started the lecture from the seed. Ki what seed you are sowing? Everything is important. It is not always the environment, it is the sensitivity of the child, it is sensitivity of the mother, it is sensitivity of the constitution which is taking birth. I'll tell you, I see many examples where mother says कि since this child has come to my womb, I have become very calm, I have become very quiet, I have started taking things very positively. And on the other hand, some mother says कि I was very calm and quiet before pregnancy, and during pregnancy I have become very violent, I become very aggressive. And after delivery, she says, I was back into my original nature. So, I have seen this case with Sir only. That Sir said ki this is sensitivity of the child which was so strong. The child was so strongly angry and irritable that it has changed the disposition of mother also during pregnancy. So all things have to be taken in totality. We cannot just take one part and prescribe. That is wrong. You have to take everything. You have to take sensitivity, you have to take reaction, you have to take disposition, and then prescribe. What I have been sharing today was tools to understand the things which are happening as incidences during pregnancy. And many things which I have discussed are not very clear in any of the books, but this is what I have understood through embryology, and therefore I have shared with you people. Hello. Any other doubts, please put up in the group and share if anyone has written the notes so that others can be benefited. I think everything is done. I'll definitely go through the rubrics and I'll let you know, Pratibha ma'am. And let's end the session. And I wish you all a very happy new year ahead and a lot of joy and success in all walks of life. So let's end the session with happy new year wishes. Thank you. And lots of gratitude to you all so that you all give me an opportunity to share the things which I am not able to do it that ways. Uh, Thank you. अभी भी क्वेश्चंस आ रहे क्या? हाँ, क्वेश्चन है एक नेफ्रोटिक सिंड्रोम वाला, एक नेफ्रोटिक रह गया, कॉन्जेनिटल हार्ट डिजीज. ये कॉन्जेनिटल हार्ट डिफेक्ट्स वाले जो क्वेश्चन ना उसका आंसर ये है, क्या बोलते हैं, टॉर्च. बहुत सारे कॉन्जेनिटल डिसऑर्डर्स में टॉर्च आता है. श्रद्धा, ये खोलना बहुत सफोकेट हो रहा है. मैं कैसे बैठी हूँ मुझे पता है.